This one's for Lee Harris over at Limestone. This email comes in from Bondi, who's about to inherit a homely here in Louisville, and she's wondering what are the taxes, the fees, and overall costs associated with inheriting a piece of property. I think that's a good question.
Oh, that's a really good question. Well, if there's a will, then it makes it easier. But even if there's not a will, either way, if there's property involved, the case has to go to probate court. So there's a filing fee. That filing fee is around somewhere between $250, $300, something like that. Someone is appointed, either an executor through the will or an administrator, to run the estate. And then if you sell that property and you're less than what the federal government allows, which is in the millions. So unless the property is extremely, extremely valuable, you're probably under the estate tax number, and therefore you're basically just receiving that without estate tax and without any kind of capital gains that you would have if you actually owned that property and sold it, as your own property down the line. So Kentucky does not have an inheritance tax. So really the costs are basically legal fees. Of course, when you transfer the property, there's transfer tax, there's closing costs, things like that. But it's relatively minimal versus probably the benefit of inheriting a property.
Yeah, I'm sure of that. By the way, if you want to send me an email for a question on the air, bob@wesellouisville.com is the email address, bob@wesellouisville.com. And if you want to hear and really read what the sellers and clients of ours are saying about us, go to louisvillezillow.com or louisvillegoogle.com.